All right, I got a real mind blower of a lesson for you today. Hopefully, you can sense my sarcasm. It's really not much of an addition over what we've done before. We're doing volume of pyramids and cones today. We've already done volume of prisms. We know that the volume of prisms is the area of the base times the height of the prism. And you're going to see how this one is very, very similar. The volume of a pyramid or cone is 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the prism. And I think we'll see some examples of this as we go through, and I'll kind of demonstrate to you why it's 1/3. So it used to be, or well, it still is, volume of a prism or a cylinder is just area of the base times the height of the prism. Now when we're doing a pyramid or a cone, it's 1/3 of that. Just divide by 3. So here we go. The volume of the pyramid shown is 135,000 cubic centimeters. Find the volume of a pyramid with dimensions 1/10 of this pyramid. And then they ask us a follow-up question. Okay, so they want us to find, they've already given us the volume of this. It's 135,000 cubic centimeters. We're going to figure out the volume of a pyramid with 1/10 the dimensions. So first of all, let's divide all the dimensions by 10. Okay, so the new height is going to be 5. The new base is going to be a 9 by 9 square. Okay, so the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. The area of the base is 81 and the height is 5. Where did I get 81? Well, it's a rectangle that's 9 by 9, so that's 81. I think we can do that in our head and throw it in there. But 9 times 9 is 81. If you need to write it down off to the side because you're wondering where it came from, then please do so. Then we just do 81 times 5 divided by 3, and we've got our volume, which is 135 cubic centimeters. Okay, so the volume of a pyramid that's a 9 by 9 rectangular base and a height of 5 is 135 cubic centimeters. They do ask us a follow-up question. That question is, the volume of the smaller pyramid is what fraction of the volume of the pyramid shown? Okay, so we're going to do volume of the smaller one over volume of the larger. It's 135 cubic centimeters over 135,000 cubic centimeters, which is 1/1000th. And hopefully that's not a huge surprise to you, because remember we did 1/10 of the dimensions, and for volume it should be the scale factor cubed. So because the dimensions were 1/10, the volume is going to be 1/10 cubed the size. All right, the area of the hexagonal base of a pyramid is 18 times the square root of 3. Okay, the height of the pyramid is 12. What is the volume? Okay, well, let's just start by writing down the formula. That always helps to get us started. It says that volume is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Do we know the area of the base? Yes, they flat out gave it to us right there, 18 times the square root of 3. Okay, and do we know the height of the prism? Yes, they flat out gave it, or the pyramid rather, they flat out gave it to us. It's 12. Okay, so don't make this more complicated than it is. I know it looks really crazy there with that 18 times the square root of 3, but that's the area of the base. They gave it to you. Plug it into the formula. Sometimes we have to figure it out like we did on the last one. Sometimes we don't. And then just do 1/3 of 18 times the square root of 3 times 12. Well, 3 goes into 12 4 times. I could have also gone 3 into 18 6 times, but either way, it's 72 times the square root of 3. And that would be cubic units. They didn't give me units, so I'll just say cubic units. And that's the volume. So it looks kind of tough, but it's not, especially when they give us the area of the base and they give us the height of the pyramid. Okay, the diameter of the base of this cone is 20 inches. The height is 21 inches. What is the volume of the cone? Express the answer in terms of pi and then round to the nearest cubic inch. Okay, so volume. With any volume, the first thing you got to do is figure out the area of the base. So we're going to figure out the area of this circle by doing pi r squared. They said leave it in terms of pi, so I'll just call it 100 pi. The radius is 10, 10 squared is 100, 100 times pi is 100 pi. Been doing that a lot lately. All right, now we're going to do volume. Volume of a cone is 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the prism. The area of the base, we just figured that out. That's 100 pi, and the height of the prism is 21. It should be noted that, I'm sorry, I keep saying prism. I meant cone. The height of the cone is 21. The height is straight down from the vertex to the base at a 90-degree angle. If this side were given to us right here, we wouldn't use it. That's called the slant height. We don't want the slant height. We want the height. All right, so 1/3 of 100 pi times 21. Well, I know that 1/3 of 21 is 7, and 7 times 100 pi is 700 pi. So 700 pi cubic inches. They also asked that to be round to the nearest cubic inch. 700 times pi is about, I'm using the pi button on the calculator, 2,199 cubic inches. Should be noted, this is an approximation, hence I use the squiggly equal sign right here. 700 times pi is the exact answer. If I do 700 times pi on a calculator and round it to the nearest cubic inch, I get 2,199. If you do 700 times 3.14, it actually comes out to 2198. Close enough. Like I said, the only perfect way to express it is 700 pi. Anything else is going to be a rounded answer. Using a 12-inch cube of clay, Lucian makes a 12-inch high pyramid with a 12-inch square base. What is the volume of the pyramid? And does he have enough clay from the original, I should say cube, to make another pyramid the same size of the first? So the first thing they want to know is what is the volume of the pyramid? All right, well, volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the prism. Writing down formulas, guys, will really help you make sure you go through the right operations. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the prism. So we'll do 1/3 the area of the base. Okay, so we're figuring out the area of this pyramid here. Its base is a 12 by 12 square. So its base is 144 square inches. And its height is 12. Straight up and down would be 12. So when I punch that into my calculator, I'll do 144 times 3 in my calculator actually. I'll get 576 cubic inches. That is the volume of the pyramid. Now they also asked, does Lucian have enough clay from the original cube to make another pyramid the same size? Not only does he have enough left over, guys, but without even doing any calculations, I will tell you that Lucian has enough clay to make 2 more pyramids that are the exact same size. So Lucian should have enough clay left over to make 2 more pyramids of that size. How do I know that? Because volume of the volume is 1/3 of it. So we still have 2/3 left of that cube. We still have 2/3 of this cube left of the volume. So, and just to prove it to you, 1,728 cubic inches is the volume of the cube, 12 times 12 times 12. And if I divide that by the volume of one pyramid, I get 3, meaning we could make 3 pyramids that size. We've already made 1. We have enough left for 2. All right, last thing today. A party hat arrived in a cylindrical container in which it fit perfectly, meaning the tip of the hat was touching the top of the box and the base was sitting around I guess we'd say the circumference of the hat was the same as the circumference of the box. If the volume of the container is 99 cubic inches, what's the volume of the cone-shaped hat? Well, the volume of the cone-shaped hat is 1/3 of the volume of the whole pyramid. So we should just be able to take the volume of the whole, I'm sorry, I said pyramid, I meant prism. The volume of the whole prism divided by 3 is the volume of the hat, 33 cubic inches. So we've been finding volume of prisms and cylinders now for a while. Area of the base times the height. And for a pyramid or a cone, you just divide it by 3. Okay, not to say I could fit 3 of these hats in here. I couldn't because the space is kind of divided up, but there's all the space around the cone. I could fit some more stuff in there. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Rewatch if necessary and hopefully make some connections with stuff we've done before. And ask me if you got any questions in class. I'll see you then.